Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Monday, January 9th, 2017. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, where we bring you today's top stories translated into English every weeknight. Cold weather and low temperatures continue all around the country, reaching down to sub-zero temperatures. Icy roads and many blocked roads continue to be problematic, and drivers are urged to drive carefully in order to avoid road accidents. There is still ice on the Shkodër-Hani-Ihotës road, the only road that connects Albania with Europe, and salt has finally been spread after the critiques of the Civil Emergencies Director and of Shkodër's prefect. Shkodër's city roads are also experiencing ice, though the highest presence of ice is in Koplik, where police are patrolling to monitor the situation. In Mirdit, snow accumulation has reached up to 1 meter, and citizens say they are having electricity and heating problems. 5 Mirdit villages are blocked due to heavy snow, and the citizens are waiting for better weather in order to get out of the isolation. Meanwhile, the situation at the National Road has improved and drivers don't need tire chains right now. Also, the situation has improved in some areas of ACCUSES, where snowplows continue to move snow off the roads and spread salt to alleviate the icy conditions. In ACCUSES, temperatures continue to be sub-freezing, and City Hall has asked for the Ministry of Interior and the Civil Emergencies continued support in providing food for citizens and clearing snow from the roads. The AH3N2 flu virus continues to swiftly spread across Albania. According to the Public Health Institute data, there are now over 19,000 citizens affected nationally, with 700 citizens from the capital having sought medical assistance. The Public Health Institute specialist says that the situation in health centers and in the sanatorium department is alarming, with high numbers of people affected by the flu virus. According to the Public Health Institute specialist, all the patients hospitalized in the sanatorium department have been admitted for flu conditions, with 2 patients confirmed as having died in this department from flu complications. The Ministry of Health ordered all schools, kindergartens, and universities to be closed this week in order to stop the virus from being further spread. Specialists are expecting the number of people seeking medical help for flu virus-related conditions to begin to reduce. Several days ago, the Democratic Party accused the Ministry of Health of delivering ineffective Chinese flu virus vaccines and stating that there are many health centers which don't have the vaccine. Though the Public Health Institute admits that the flu vaccines are produced by a Chinese company, they state the company is licensed by the World Health Organization. The DP statement spurred an Aura News journalist to conduct a survey of Tirana's health centers, where she found all centers were equipped with vaccines which are available for anyone not yet affected by the flu. Kavaja's former mayor, Elvis Roshi, filed a complaint today with the Constitutional Court for the interruption of his mandate. His defense lawyer told the media that the mayor's request is related to the Council of Ministers' decision to dismiss the mayor after the Central Election Commission's decision to remove his mandate. According to Roshi's defense lawyer, the government's decision rejects principles of the Constitution of the Republic of Albania and of the European Convention of Human Rights. Along with the dismissal objection, the defense lawyer has also appealed some provisions within the decriminalization law, which he states are unconstitutional. While the restriction of human rights is allowed according to Article 17 of the Constitution, the law violates fundamental human rights. The denial of the right to be elected and to elect is the restriction of his rights. We think that in this case we are in the condition of the unconstitutionality of the law, declared the defense lawyer for the former mayor of Kavaja. The Central Election Commission removed the mayor's mandate at the request of the prosecution general after finding him in violation of the decriminalization law. The Albanian parliament has announced that applications for members to the Supreme Judiciary Council and the Supreme Prosecutions Council will be accepted until January 16th. After the Supreme Court and the Prosecution General opened applications for the positions, Parliament also invited candidates who want to be part of the Supreme Judiciary Council and the Prosecution Council. There will be 5 members elected outside of the judiciary system into the 2 new institutions that will be set up. The candidates should present a request expressing their desire to apply for the vacancy and the necessary documents asked for by the vetting law. Candidate requests must be submitted to the Parliament's General Secretary. The Supreme Judiciary Council and the Supreme Prosecutions Council are collegial bodies made of 11 members. 6 members will be elected by the Conference of Judges and Prosecutors, and the other 5 members will not be judges. They may be notaries, lawyers, professors, or members of civil society. The candidates will be reviewed by an ad hoc commission made up of 5 members, 3 from the majority and 2 from the opposition. The candidates need 4 votes in the ad hoc commission in order to pass to Parliament, where 84 votes are then needed to approve each of the 5 members. The Democratic Party accused the Prime Minister again today of supporting criminal groups. The Democratic Party's Director of Security made a statement accusing the government of punishing citizens and favoring criminals, saying, "Edi Rama offers protection to criminals. There has been an international warrant order for Clement Balili for 9 months, and it has not been implemented yet. He is still free, and the police do not bother him. Edi Rama's state hits defenseless people like a 22-year-old man who committed suicide in prison after being arrested for having a hashish cigarette. Meanwhile, the Escobar of the Balkans moves freely because he has the protection of Edi Rama. Criminals can escape the law and police under Edi Rama's protection. With Edi Rama, the state is incriminated and is serving criminals. Every day Edi Rama stays in power is another bad day for our future. Let's stop the evil together. Let's give the government to the people's service," declared the director of the Democratic Party's Security Department. Prices for food and beverages increased during December 2016 by 2.2% more than the 2% index of December in 2015. Referring to annual changes of the main categories compared to December of 2015, the highest increase in prices was observed in the food and beverages group at 4.6%, followed by goods and services at 3.3%. Entertainment and culture increased by 2.3%, alcoholic drinks and tobacco by 1.3%, and 2 groups, rent, water, fuel and energy, and clothing and footwear by 0.9% each. According to the Institute of Statistics, the increase in the food category by type came from vegetable products at 18.5%, sugar and sweets at 6.8%, milk, cheese, and eggs at 4.5%, fish at 3.8%, and fruits at 1.9%. On the other hand, oil products reduced in price by 1.4% and meat products by 0.6%. The largest decrease in prices was observed in the transportation group at 0.8%. The annual average of price increases for 2016 was 1.3%. Instat data shows that the highest increase in the food and soft drink prices occurred in August by 4.7%, and the greatest reduction in price for the transportation category occurred in April by 5.3%. That's all for our English edition this evening. Please join us again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. My name is Mari, and on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.